Hey y'all, what's up? Big Willie here, and welcome back to another episode of our FTB Skies Expert Let's Play. So, we started on it in the last episode, but I don't want you guys to get too excited. It's probably gonna take us at least 3, if not 4 episodes to get through all of the space stuff. So, we're gonna just keep plugging away at it, and so for today, we're going to make liquid methane and a couple of other things, maybe craft up our RTG generator. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so for starters, I did tie a drawer into our biofuel setup that was already being done over here because this stays pretty backed up. So we tossed in an ender drawer, made a set, brought one over there, and now we will have access to biofuel, which we're gonna need for making liquid methane. So if we come here and we look at our calorite space plating, we added the force plate last time, enriched diamond we already have. We've made Ostrom space plating, but we don't have it completed. I think they changed these recipes because there used to be the Smashy Do recipe for the create setup where you had to send the pieces through a bunch of times. I know we did it in previous episodes. I don't see those in here at all. The incomplete plates are still listed, but there is no recipe. Like if you go to recipe for dash space plating right here, nothing. This is it. This is the only recipe that's coming up. So I guess I missed that in the change notes. But we're working on the methane for here. We got our resonant ether going last time. All we have to do is set up a decondensating setup with a rotary condensator to take it from the gas we got last time into the resonant ether gas that we need. The other side of the equation for this dimensionally attuned calorite plate is liquid methane. Now we can get it with a fluid extractor setup where you feed it this terra firma stuff, terra preta, there you go, whatever, and it gives you some. But that process is extremely slow, and you have to find a way to break the sand at the end, because it breaks it down to sand, and then, yeah. Or, if we get liquid refinery gas, we can get liquid methane from there. The liquid refinery gas, that is why we needed that extra biofuel, because we're going to need to take our liquid sulfuric acid we're already making, and then hydrogen, that's just an electrolytic separator, stuff it in, feed it biofuel, and we will get refinery gas as a byproduct. So, where do we start? Let's start with the easy. Let's do the easy one. We're going to take our resonant ether that we're making right here, and we are going to condense it into resonant ether gas. So we need a rotary condensator. All right, well, I don't know how much of that got left in, but our system had stopped making stuff because this machine had been rotated and it couldn't get the enriched redstone into it. Don't know how or when that happened, but it is fixed now. It must have happened when we were putting storage upgrades and stuff and we were looking around. I must have accidentally clicked it. I did go ahead and pull us out some infused alloy for our crafts. I'm not going to throw those into the storage. We're just going to make sure we have them in our pocket for the things we may need for today's episode. So, rotary condensator. Let's try this a second time. So you just need one of these. Make the gold plates. That's fine. So now we need an energy tablet. Cool. And rotary condensator. You actually need hydrogen, which is cool, but why are you not? Oh, do you want a blank one? Tank. Basic chemical tank. Make me one, please. There we go. There we go. So now, let's head back over here. It isn't a fluid, it's a gas, but we'll just tie it in because we've got channels. Yep, 16 and 32, we're still doing okay. So we'll draw some power over with a universal cable. And then throw down our rotary condensator, and you are going to take your input from your fluid input from the top. So let's clear all the sides, input from the top. And we need an export bus. Okay, and some cables. Oh, I didn't need to do that. 3 of 8, it'll be 4 right here. And you are going to export resonant ether. And then we may have to toggle the switch to get it in the right mode. There we go. Yep. So it needs to be in decondensating, and that's going to take a resonant ether and put it out here in the top. And then we need to go to our gases and turn it off because we don't want to be sending it to another thing. Cool. Now, we're going to output that gas to the right with auto eject on, and then we just need a tank. So ultimate tank. You should be empty, and there you go, resonant ether gas. Now, the only way I've been able to figure out how to attach these is with a storage bus or whatever those things are called. External storage bus. So, do we have those on Autocraft? I feel like we do. We do. All right, our external storage, our storage bus finished up. Bring that over. I did discover that we need to change these and tell them that it is extract only, because these extra tanks ended up deposited into these somehow, because I guess this is an inventory that can receive a tank. And I came over here and was wondering like where my sulfuric acid and where my hydrofluoric acid were, and they were all in those tanks stored inside of here. So the system made an autocraft of them and then stuffed those tanks in there as a storage, but I couldn't see them to pull them out from the storage controller. Super weird. But either way, there we have it. So now we have a resonant ether gas, and that is for our spatially attuned or whatever, this one. So that's this side of the equation. Let's get to work on liquid methane. So our path is with refinery gas here, which we're going to make in a pressurized reaction chamber with hydrogen and biofuel. And we started on our biofuel, and I'm going to take the easy road on the hydrogen. So let's make an electrolytic separator. We don't have to make one. We have one. And then a pressurized reaction chamber. Let's see. Do I want to stick this on Autocraft? I probably don't need to. And we're probably going to need to make one more of these tanks because it doesn't seem to like them if they've got chemicals in them. There's one. And there's two. All right. Pressurized reaction chamber. So that should be all we need for this setup. And we are going to be making, is it another fluid? It's a fluid. How are we on channels? 5 of 8 to there. 18 there, so but this will carry all 32. We're good. We've probably had enough to just keep walking it down. Do we want to bring it out one just to be able to get in between there? Maybe. Let's do that. We'll have some ugly exposed cable, but you know, I don't ever claim to make things pretty. All right, so first things in line are going to be the electrolytic separator. And then we will pull this cable this way. Kind of make that space unusable right there, which is fine. And then we are going to need to get water into this. So we'll do that with export bus is fine, should be. Export bus. Some acceleration cards. And you get water. With some acceleration cards. Side config, fluids. Yep, you can take them. Well, let's clear that because there's all kinds of fluids around here just in case. So you can take your fluids in on the top, and then you are going to output your gases. We want the hydrogen. Can you give me the dark blue on the right? And then we're going to turn off the oxygen. And this way we'll sell it to idle when hydrogen's full, because we're not using the oxygen in this setup, so it should shut off. Now, bring it over one more. Still got channels, because we've already checked that. Pressurized reaction chamber. I'm going to throw it down, and we're going to just clear everything. Clear all the sides. Energy can stay. Fluids we're clearing, and gases we're clearing. That way there's nothing that accidentally gets in the wrong spot that I have to deal with. Now, we got power coming in the bottom, and you are going to take the hydrogen from the left. Right? Or, no, that's items, but you need gases, and you're going to take it from the left. There we go. There's our hydrogen. And then what else did we need for the refinery gas in here? We need liquid sulfuric gas. So I think, do we have that, or do we just have liquid sulfuric acid? Sulfuric acid, liquid sulfuric acid. Uh-oh, oversight. How do I get liquid sulfuric gas? Liquids. Oh, we have liquid sulfuric gas. Cool. We already got what we need. So we are going to need to bring this over. And another export bus. With some acceleration cards. And you get liquid sulfuric gas to the top. Liquid sulfuric gas. Acceleration cards. And then your other side config, you are taking fluid from the top. Bam. We're going to need a capacity card on that because it also needs to get our biofuel into there. So capacity card instead of one of the acceleration cards, and then you need biofuel. Stick it on that round robin so that it does its thing. And you need to be able to take items from the top. There we go. And now we have the problem of it doesn't have enough power, so we need energy upgrades and power upgrades. Energy card, okay. What about power or speed? Do we have any of those? Speed, we got some speed too. All right, let's do the dance on these. We're gonna toss all the energy in there and that should get it running. And then how much are you using? Okay, that's fine. What about, can we do like, what about 8? Just the regular old plain Jane 8. Nope, you shut off. So let's take out a speed. Still don't turn on. Okay, so that's all you can handle with the current energy, and you're running using 2.6 kFE a tick. Okay, you are super slow. Now, what is it you're giving me? I have already forgotten. You're giving me refinery gas, right? Refinery gas and bitumen. Wonderful. So the refinery gas we have to put through a condensator to get liquid refinery gas, right? To feed in. So refinery gas, we need liquid. Yep, and so we need one more rotary condensator. Missing the 2. So we're going to have to do it by hand again. There's our plates. There we go. All right, so just keep it going. We'll go right here. How are we on channels? 7 of 8. I got one more before I got to bring down a clean line. We may as well just bring down a clean line. Let me grab an anchor just so these don't join. Cool. Let's pull us down a clean run off of the main line. And then you go right here. We're going to tell you that you can output your gas to the right. And this is already in the right mode to take the refinery gas and turn it into liquid refinery gas for us, which we are then going to need to import in. So we're going to tell you that fluids can be out the top and auto eject on, and then you are going to get an import bus. And then now we just got to wait to get a bucket of our refinery gas made up, and we have to deal with this bitumen. I don't know if we're going to need it for anything, so let's just go low tech for right now with a drawer right behind it here, and tell it that you can eject items to the back. So items, back, output, auto eject on. Cool. Just for safety reasons, we will grab a void upgrade in case we don't end up needing that stuff, and then it's, you know, voided off. But just because I'm cautious and don't know if I need it and don't feel like looking, let's throw another upgrade in there, and that'll get us like, yeah, 65k before it starts voiding. So we should be good. This is now just limited by the speed of our pressurized reaction chamber. I'll play around with upgrades in between. We're just waiting on a full bucket. Once we get to a full bucket, we will add it to our fluid drawers, and we will have our liquid refinery gas. Now, where do we go from here, Wooly? So the liquid refinery gas, if you'll remember, we're chasing liquid methane in an effective method. That is going to need to go into a refinery controller. It only has 3 outputs, so we only need 3 of the refinery outputs and 1 refinery controller block. Let's get those together. So, refinery controller. That's so cool that it can send things to space and craft it for me. That is absolutely amazing. There's our refinery controller. Refinery output, we are missing some reinforced stone slabs. We're going to need a few of them. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. So there's our refinery controller and output. What was the temperature on that? So refinery gas, liquid refinery gas. Uses, refinery controller, greater than 100. So that's like not quite ambient, but yeah, we're definitely gonna need some heat. So guess we will get ourselves another blaze burner, and while we wait on our bucket of this, I'm gonna pause and get some things together. All right, y'all, got a bunch of stuff together. So I got another blaze burner, and then I was tracing channels to find out if we had enough back here, and I forgot we had run this line like almost all the, well, literally all the way over to our row of blaze burners back here. So I've got plenty of channels right here to handle this. There's 5 taken up right here, but if I need to, we can, it'll be ugly, but we can cable anchor off of that and split off and get more, but which we may have to. We may actually have to do that, or we could bring it from here, because there's 5 there and 5 here, which we could easily use the 3 and 3 for 6 channels with some cable anchors. We'll figure it out. So we need to get into the base of this refinery. We're going to need an export bus, and we need to get our liquid refinery gas into here. So let's grab an export bus. What did I do? Right there. Did you get... Oh, I just grabbed the wrong thing. Okay, export bus. And you are going to export liquid refinery gas, which should be right... Well, we can chase it there. So liquid refinery gas, let's bookmark it, and then I can drag it. All right. And that liquid refinery gas is going to get processed, and we should see our latex, our liquid ethane, and our liquid methane. Yes. All right, so now we are going to need to get some import buses on the 3 of those, but I think this is where my channels are going to become an issue. So we got 3 things we need to do, but only 2 channels on this line. Oh, Loot B. Come here, Loot B. Be my friend. Oh, you're outside. I don't. He's on the other side of the building. I thought he was on the upstairs. We're not chasing him. All right, so... And this line is the one that is 100% full, right? 32 out of 32, 31 out of 32. Well, Ugly is going to win, I think. We need some cable anchors. Let's walk this one up for these 2. So there and there. And we're going to need import buses on those. Import. We're going to need import buses all the way up. Okay, and then, yeah, we're going to have to separate that off. Honestly, rather than come this route... Oh, no, I broke it. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made again. There we go. Instead of coming there, let's put our cable anchor right here, and let's go up. Because we just need that top one, and this will be less ugly. So if we go right... Like, oh, not there. I'm just breaking it all. Stop breaking things, Wooly. Okay. There we go. And so then we need a cable anchor right here. And then we'll bring our smart cable up and over. And that will access the dense cable and get us access to our full 32 channels again to carry back. Now, are the others done? Smart cable. Yep, full stack. Thank you. And then the only other place we need an anchor is going to be right here to keep it from tying in there. There we go. And you're on line 2, and I'm trapped. Okay, awesome. So now we're going to have to set drawers for all of these fluids. Do we have buckets of them yet? Looks like we have 1 bucket of each, so let's go grab them and go set some drawers. Oh, it looks like liquid methane maybe already has a spot. One is what is disappearing. Let's see. Liquid methane. Yes, so liquid methane already had a home. So now we just need to do the shuffle. I won't make you guys watch it. I'm going to shuffle these drawers around. Be right back with you. All right, y'all. And so to wrap things up today, let's see if we can't wrap up the previous tier's quest line and get this RTG generator going. It takes us deep into mechanism type stuff where we're dealing with radiation and all sorts of stuff like that, but I can only avoid it for so many episodes. I think I did good to avoid it for 78 episodes, but here we go. We might die of radiation poisoning. At least it'll get a laugh, right? Right. So we're making the uranium crystals already. We need to make these 2 things, radiation shielding and the flux infused plating. So let's go ahead and bookmark the radiation shielding. I think that's made in space. And this is a craft with some stuff. So let's head over to our pattern encoding terminal and get going. Let's take a look. Yep. So these are all things made in our energizing orb. Good thing we've been working on getting that faster. We're out of patterns. So there are those. And so radiation shielding. Yep. It's made in our implosion crafting in space. We can do 1-to-1 with nitro TNT and the weak absorption. Let's go with that route. And then all we should need to do is The diamond chest is the space one, so you get that. And then you are a plain Jane crafting pattern. And you go in there. So that should get us that. An RTG generator. Go. Wait, it's missing the weak radiation shielding. Okay, how do we make that? Weak radiation shielding. Oh no, we need liquid concrete. Oversights were made. Oversights were made. Abort, abort. I remember seeing this. So liquid concrete, we have all the resources for it. It's just any sand, gravel, clay, and water in an advanced mixer. So give me a second to grab an advanced mixer. All right, so I grabbed us an advanced mixer. We still have plenty of channels over here, 25, so we've got 7 more to play with. So we're gonna pull some channels over towards this, towards our AE2 things area in this little corner. Should be fine. We can take this flashing off, lagging, whatever it is, and then that'll still insulate that face. And let's just pull them over. Yeah, that's enough room. We're gonna go to the advanced mixer right here, and yeah, we'll just flux point underneath it to keep it not so ugly. Flux point, got plenty of them because I made them the last time. Okay, and that goes on Big Wooly. All right, got power. Let's pull this down. We're gonna need an export bus with a capacity card and some acceleration upgrades, and you need to do water, gravel, sand, and clay balls. Typing is hard. Don't judge me. All right, there we go. Throw it on round robin. Take out this. No. Take out that. There we go. Now it's made the wrong thing. Let's fix that. What did you make? Primitive slurry. All right, so don't put water and then gravel next because that makes primitive slurry. And then you got to figure out how to get it out of your machine, and the dropper won't pick it all up for some reason. And I was just struggle bus, man. So now we're making the liquid concrete that we need. What did we need liquid concrete for? I'm now lost. Oh, for the radiation, the weak radiation shielding in the fabrication matrix. So we're going to need the liquid concrete accessible from storage, and we need to make sure we have lead plates. So let's go get those recipes put in. All right, so to tie together our radiation shielding, we need to be able to make the weak, which is going to be a pattern for our fabrication matrix, which we also need lead plates. So let's see, do we have lead on AutoCraft? We already have lead plates on AutoCraft, so that just leaves us needing to make the weak radiation shielding, and we should have everything for it. So we'll make a pattern, tells it what to send. And we're gonna put this in the fabrication matrix. Oh, it's what is it called? Some machine block. So there we go. Weak radiation shielding, and then the other one's in the right one in space in the diamond chest that we never renamed. Yep. Okay. So now can we make the RTG generator? Craft them for me. It says it can make them. We did not put it on the list. So on the up in here, you are allowed to have these. And on the south, on the extract, you are also allowed to have those. Ta-da! And now it completed the craft. Heck yeah. All right, there we have it. It completed our elite control circuits and RTG generator and the completion of our chapter 4 quest line. And with that, that's going to bring us to the end of today's episode. It's exciting stuff. You know, we're quickly closing in on the end of this pack. It's going to get here before we know it. And I have had so much fun playing this pack. So hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you have, smash the like for me. And if you're not subscribed already, you're one of these like 60% of you that are coming back and watching my videos, but haven't hit the button. Come on, do it. We're almost there. 500 subs. Let's go. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.